guys, Valerie here. So let me tell you about my weekend. Last I vlogged was Thursday, and I told you guys Passover was coming up, and that, you know, I had Passover dinner Friday and Saturday, and then a busy day Sunday. So my releases that I had over the weekend, I lost 0.6 on Friday, 1.6 on Saturday. I gained 0.2 on Sunday morning, and then I was down 0.7 this morning for a total of 20.1 pounds that I've released so far, and I'm on day 14 now, so that's not too bad. Jared, however, has lost 27.5 pounds, which is awesome for him. Yeah, awesome for him. So let me tell you about my weekend. So Friday, I you know, was good all through work. We had our plan to eat our chicken that we had already prepared at Passover dinner on Friday. So we got to my in-laws' house, and we're helping them kind of get everything ready. We got there a little early, and there was just so much good food. And my father-in-law, we just, like, every time I go over there, he's like, "Hey Val, you want a drink?" And usually I have just like a drink with him. It's not like we get drunk together or anything, but I've been really good at saying no for the past 2 weeks, and then for some reason on Friday I'm just like, ugh, you know, I started my Tom on Friday morning, and I was just like, you know what, one drink won't hurt. So we had a drink together, and then, you know, Jared's like, "Oh, I really wish we could eat this dinner. You know, they're having matzo ball soup and brisket, just like all this like great traditional Jewish food." So I'm like, you know, Jared, how about, you know, maybe we just have a taste of a couple things and we leave it at that. So he took that as just like a free-for-all, and he chowed down and ate a ridiculous amount of food. And I, however, did not. I was, you know, feeding the baby, taking care of the baby and stuff. So I didn't eat. I only ate like 2 little slices of brisket and some asparagus. So, I mean, it wasn't what we had planned on eating, and brisket is not on the approved food list that I'm aware of. So that was officially a cheat. I also had a glass or 2 of wine with dinner. So, I mean, I left dinner that night feeling pretty good, but, you know, I woke up in the morning, I was just like totally frustrated with myself for cheating when we were totally prepared to not cheat. We like knew we weren't going to. So that happened, and so then we do our measurements on Saturday morning. We had a very busy day planned on Saturday. So we wake up in the morning. I'm like, Jared, let's do our measurements first thing. And so we do our measurements. I do all Jared's measurements. He's down a little bit here and there, the same in a couple places. And he does all my measurements, and this is how we do it. I do his, he does mine. And like half of my measurements are up by like 1 inch or 2 inches. So the only thing I can explain that as is it's no way because I ate 2 pieces of brisket or had a couple glasses of wine. I think that when he was doing my measurements last week, there may have been some user error there. So, you know, I was so excited last week because I was down like 26 inches overall, and I'm like, that probably was incorrect last week, and whatever. I still ended up being down like 3 inches overall compared to last week, but I don't know. It just didn't seem right. So, and I know like week by week you're supposed to take your measurements so you can like be encouraged. So I'm not going to let it totally get me down, but it was a little frustrating. And, you know, so that's how my Saturday started. We then did a ton of running around. My son had a birthday party at this like indoor sports facility, so we went and played soccer, and we did some errands, and then we went and picked him up, And cutest thing though, when we went to pick him up, my little daughter, who is just over a year old, she was playing soccer. It was pretty adorable. There you go. Kick it, Liza. She's a pro. Come on, Liza. Kick it. There you go. Kick it. Look at you going. Come on. Yeah, good job. So, yeah, I mean, we did that. Then we went to Passover at my brother-in-law's house, and that was better. I mean, we didn't cheat all day Saturday. We did really good. I did not have a glass of wine. I did not have a drink. I ate my pre-made food. Now, the good thing is, when we went to Passover dinner, a friend of ours who's also doing this diet made this awesome flank steak. It was so good. And then we made the asparagus for the night. So, you know, we really didn't have to pre-prepare, and we had someone else to eat healthy with. So that kind of made it a little better. But yeah, it was much easier Saturday. Sunday then, I had a plan to go out with my sister and my mom, and we were bringing Eliza, my daughter, with us, just for like a girls' day out. We were going to go to a flea market that's kind of local in town here, and just some shopping and stuff. We do this at like once a month or something. So I brought my food with me, because I'm like, I'm gonna, you know, no matter what we do, even if we go out to lunch or something, I'm gonna bring my food with me. We went to the flea market, walked around all morning at the flea market. Everybody, you know, my sister and my mom were getting snacks and ice cream and all this stuff, and I didn't get any of that. I just had my big jug of water, and I was just drinking my water. We had a ton of fun. Although I did buy a kitchenette for my daughter, a little like play kitchen, and I paid this lady the money for it, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna walk around a little more and I'll be back. And when I went back to get it, she had left. Like they had packed up their car and all their stuff was gone, so I paid for this kitchenette and didn't get it. So that was pretty shitty. I don't know, but I mean, it happens. What am I gonna do, write to the flea market society? And we got to pet some horses, and for some people that might be a normal thing, but we don't pet horses too much in Beechwood, Ohio. So there were these horses, and Eliza got to feed the horses, and she wasn't even scared. She did so good. Are you feeding that horsey, Liza? Oh,
I knew that was coming.
How exciting. Then we went to lunch, and I'm like, am I gonna bring my food into this restaurant? I don't think I can do that, you know? So I went in, I was like, I'm gonna order the closest thing I can to being approved foods. So I ordered grilled chicken and grilled asparagus, and I'm like, I mean, that's it. It was supposed to come with some sauce on it. I said no sauce, just the chicken and the asparagus, one piece of chicken. So they brought it out, and of course you could tell it was just like totally cooked in butter. It was so like glistening from the butter. And so I tried to dab it off as much as I could, and I ate like 2 pieces of asparagus, and I ate like half of a piece of chicken because I felt so guilty about it, but I wasn't gonna go out and get my own food. I just couldn't do it. Maybe that's something I need to like get up the nerve, but I just feel so guilty about bringing food into a restaurant. I'm gonna have to figure something else out for that. But you know, other than that, I did well. Then we did some more shopping. We went home. Jared made chicken with the same marinade that flank steak was made on Saturday night. He did chicken in that Sunday night, and it was so good. I was like, Jared, we're making this like recipe all the time. I'll find the recipe and link it below so you guys can see it. It's so good. It's kind of like, Bragg's is one of the liquid amino is one of the big ingredients in it, so it's kind of like that salty flavor, but it is so good. So anyway, I did really good last night, yesterday. Woke up this morning, I was down a little bit, and this week starts on Wednesday. If anybody out there is like an administrative professional or something, like Secretary's Day is on Wednesday. Our office, because I have such a great office that I work for, they do Administrative Professionals Week. So we get something every single day of the week, which is awesome, except that today the free thing was a free hot breakfast. Tomorrow it's like a free drink from the cafe downstairs. Wednesday it's like a free snack buffet in the afternoon. So it's like all of these like food related things, but you know what, that's okay. I'm just passing on all that. They did give us a really cute flower that said, you know, happy Secretary's Day or whatever. So that was nice, and I put that on my desk, and you know, so I got something out of it. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing good. So and like I said before, during the week, I am great. I like don't cheat during the week because I stick to my schedule. I eat my food. I don't really go out during the week. It's just on the weekend when I have other stuff to do, it's so hard for me. So I don't know. I have to find some ways to stick to my diet on the weekends, especially when I have plans to go out with people or things like that, because I don't know what to do. I have to figure it out. But I mean, overall, I did lose weight this weekend, and I've hit the 20-pound thrush mark, which is awesome. 100 pounds is my goal, so I still have a long ways to go, but that's a pretty big chunk out of 100, you know, so I don't know, we're getting there. Jared, as usual, is doing awesome, you know. This week, all week, this week and next week, my son has rehearsals for the community theater that he's in, so our schedule's just like crazy busy, but that's okay. That keeps us, you know, during the week, it's good because we give him dinner and then we have our dinner later, and that kind of is almost easier because then we're not worried about making sure he's gonna want to eat what we're eating for dinner, so it kind of works out that way, so that's good. But yeah, I don't know, I mean, obviously I'm still feeling great about everything and all that, but this weekend was kind of, you know, like my first cheating experience, and I felt really bad about it. I don't feel like it was worth it or anything, even though I didn't like gain that much from it. I definitely don't feel good about it. I feel like I could have found a way around it if I really wanted to. So that's my goal for next weekend, is to not mess up. And I don't know, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff to do this summer, and I need to find a way to not eat crap or give in to, you know, the whatever's on the menu thing at the restaurant. I don't know. So anyway, that's all. Excuse like my red chest. I always get like that when I get like nervous or when I'm like put on the spot, so I guess making this video still makes me a little nervous, so oh well. Yeah, so I mean, I don't think there's anything else I had to say. I got caught up on everybody's videos while I was at work today. I just kind of listened to them. I don't really watch, but I just kind of listen to them as I'm working at work. So I don't know, it seems like everybody's doing pretty good. I know a couple of people were recovering from cheats or maybe from stalls, and you know, it's good to hear though that you guys are coming back from it and then losing weight and doing well instead of just giving up or whatever. So that's always good to hear. And I don't know, I might be there one day soon trying to recover from my own stalls. Thankfully it hasn't happened yet. So yeah, that's all, and hopefully we have a good week going forward, and good luck to all you guys, and definitely wish me luck. Thanks.